And another video from Dave.
Dave!
Dave.
Dave!
Dave.
Hey, what's up YouTube? So I didn't just, I actually watched it earlier, but I didn't get a chance to do anything. I was busy, I was at work all day, I didn't get a chance to say anything until I got home. But this is in regards to the video that Dave from Dave's Had Enough made at one point last night or this morning. I don't know when it, I don't think the dude sleeps either, but whatever. But anyway, so yeah, he was going on about, you know, people complaining about the season pass rant for, well, season passes in general, but he was talking about the Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront season pass, and on one hand, I get what he's saying, because I think what he was trying to say is a lot of people who were complaining about the season pass had no intention whatsoever of buying the game. Like they weren't going to buy the game, they had no interest in the game, yet they were still going to go ahead and complain about the season pass, and they weren't going to buy the game, like, at all. So I get that part. Like, I agree with him there, and I think a lot of people misunderstood that, you know, based on the dislikes or something in there. But, you know, it was like, I think a lot of people didn't understand what he was trying to say on that one. I got it, that, yeah, it's like, he's not, like, if you're not going to buy the game, then it's not an issue that's going to affect you personally, and a lot of people acting like it is, even though it's not going to buy the game. So, I got that. But I think, and correct me if I'm wrong here, that in some cases, Dave, I think you might be a little confused as to why people are so opposed to season passes, even if they do buy the game. And, well, I kind of, like, I get that, too. Is because it's like, okay, here's the thing. I don't think anybody's really opposed to DLC. There might be some, but not all. I mean, I'm not, in its purest form, I don't oppose to DLC. The fact that you buy a game and maybe they want to add stuff later on, you know, to expand the life of the game, I get that. But somewhere along the line of that happening, these companies decided to say, hey, what if we either A, take parts out of the game we already put in there to sell later, or B, and this is the most likely when it happens, they have stuff in the game that is there behind the paywall and you don't get until you buy the season pass or when they decide to release the DLC. I think that is where people are starting to get mad because they're starting to realize this, that hey, wait a minute, you put all this stuff on the game, but now you're locking some stuff behind there so you can make us pay more for stuff that's already on the disc. So I see why people are getting mad. Now there are some people, they did have this game pre-ordered and then they were like, no, I'm not doing it now. I'm canceling my pre-order because of this. You know, because a lot of people are afraid. They're not so, I don't think they're so much opposed to the whole adding stuff on later, but they're more afraid that, hey, half of that stuff that's part of this season pass is probably on this disc and they're making us pay more money for it. Now, when season passes started, obviously not a thing, they came out like $15, $20, you know, and that was stuff they added on later. So it's not like, okay, it's stuff we're going to add on later. Maybe they did hide stuff on the disc, but we didn't realize it till later. But for the most part, it was stuff they like added on later, and you didn't have to buy individual packs or whatever. They just threw it all in there at a certain time, and you were guaranteed to get it because you paid for the, well, I still think it's bullshit, but still bullshit season pass. But then somewhere along the line, it turned into what I'm saying now, is how they added more. I mean, there's possible. I'm not saying it does happen, but it's possible that some of this stuff is already on the disc. Like, and you know, maybe it's inconsequential stuff like skins or whatever, but it kind of takes away the fun of earning that stuff through gameplay. I think a lot of people miss that. But, you know, then there's parts, you know, in some cases it has been story elements where it's like, oh, by the way, we didn't put the full ending of this game in here, by the way. We're going to add it later with the season pass, and that part is bullshit. I mean, if they want to add DLCs and season pass, whatever, but have the intended ending they had on the disc, and don't try to hide it by some bullshit paywall called season pass. So I think that's where people are getting kind of pissed off, because they're like, that's what they're looking at. And I guess for as far as Battlefront goes, a lot of people are saying that they don't like the fact that there's, there's no campaign. Maybe they want a campaign. Some people still want campaigns, alright? I don't know why it's called campaigns, by the way. I used to call it story mode. I don't know what this campaign bullshit is. Just say story mode. That's what it is. People want a fucking story mode. Not campaign. Campaign sounds like they're running for president or something like that. No, it's a story mode, okay? But I think that's where people are getting upset. And the thing about it, other thing about it is like I said, these season passes are at $15, and then all of a sudden they're like $40, $50 and up. And it's like, where the hell that? It's not like it gradually increased as the years went on. We didn't notice. No, it went from like $15 and $20 to fucking like $50, $60. Like the price of the whole game. Like you're basically almost paying double. I can't even talk right now. Trying to buy the game twice. I think that is what is going on, and that's why people are pissed. They feel like there's so much that they didn't put into this game, so they can sell it to you gradually later, or still hide it on the game, and then you don't get it until you play by the rules of their paywall or whatever through Season Pass. But there is one more thing I do agree with you on. This is an EA game. You should have fucking seen this coming.